guys? Black One 2040 here. Just wanna share something. I hope you guys remember your old childhood days watching those old school cartoons on TV. And once you get as the years pass by, you wonder, man, I wish those years were back. Well, that's what I'm here to talk about. Cause every year passes by, I always have a conversation with my friends. I always talk to them. You guys remember those old school TV shows that used to come on, like Nickelodeon, Cartoon Network, Disney Channel? Those are my favorite TV programs. You guys know any other ones? You could put them in the comment section below. So basically, my only three TV programmings: CN, Disney Channel, and Nick. I think I first started out with Cartoon Network. Really brought me. Cartoon Network was the main thing that brought me into the world of cartoons. Now, let's go through history a little bit. The first show that ever appeared on Cartoon Network was called The Moxie Show. Premiere date December 5th, 1933, ending on April 1st in 2001. Now, I well, this is I was born in 1998. Just to let that clear to you guys. And the cartoons that I first started out with Cartoon Network were Dexter's Lab, Johnny Bravo, Cow and Chicken and I Am Weasel, Powerpuff Girls, Ed and Eddie and Courage the Cowardly Dog. Oh yes, and Time Squad, Samurai Jack, Grim and Evil, Robot Jones, Kids Next Door. Those cartoons I really started out with. Sheep in the Big City. It looked familiar when I saw the intro on YouTube. I felt like I actually watched it before, but I don't think I have. But so those five, I don't know. Well, those were cartoons because that was one of the programs on Cartoon Network that was on. And Cartoon Fridays I really enjoyed because it's Friday, time to relax, time to have some fun, and I just loved the Cartoon Fridays intro. It was just so amazing. I mean, even now that it's on YouTube, I just can't stop watching it. It's just so amazing. Now, let's stroll through Mystery Lane. Alright, let's scroll down. Mike, Lou, and Og. The first time I watched Mike, Lou, and Og was on Boomerang. I didn't really know it was on Cartoon Network. Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy. That's when they got their own show. And Evil Con Carne. Those two were grim and evil until then they decided to make it their own show. Star Wars Clone Wars. This was a TV show that came on before Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith, came out in theaters. So I actually watched the whole series. It was awesome, pretty awesome. And how the final episode led up to Chancellor Palpatine's capture. Pretty amazing. Now, to the 2005 not Star Wars, Megas XLR. That was a good show. That was an excellent show. Foster's Hi Hi Puffy Amiyumi. Strange how Hi Hi Puffy Amiyumi is based on two girls who are from Japan. And Japan's the main area of anime, so I'm thinking, why wouldn't they make an anime out of them? Maybe they'll say that from, I don't know, sometime later in the future. Who knows? Let's see what else we have here. Life and Times of Juniper Lee. I remember watching that show. It's just now, it's not fun to me anymore. I remember it. It's just, I don't go back to watch episodes. Camp Lazlo. Camp Lazlo was funny. Very funny. The intro was just amazing. I'm like, attention campers, it's time for Camp Lazlo. It's just hilarious. Ben 10 was awesome. Gym Partners, My Gym Partner's a Monkey. That series was I just can't believe how Tom Kenny voiced Jake. Tom Kenny did a lot of voices for Cartoon Network a lot. So kudos to Tom Kenny. Class of 3000, created by Andre 3000 himself. Now that show was the best show for music, and every time I hear the intro, I'd just be jamming with it, like Class of 3000 said na 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 na. It's just so epic to listen to that intro. But it's just hard to find the music for it. I mean, I don't know if you could still find the soundtrack anywhere, but Chowder. Everyone remembers Chowder. Chowder was so. Chowder was also made by I'm not sure what it was made by, but Chowder aired from 2007 to 2010. Good how it actually made it that long. Transformers animated. Now this show, I'm a fan of Transformers though, but I wasn't really into it. I mean, I enjoyed seeing Optimus, Bumblebee, and Rat. Some Autobots I wasn't fond of, like Bulkhead, Prowl, Ultra Magnus, Sentinel Prime. I wasn't fond of those guys back then. Most when Transformers Armada, when it was on when Toonami was still on Cartoon Network, I still loved Toonami back then when it was on Cartoon. Yeah, when Transformers Armada was on Cartoon Network, I remember Hotshot, Jetfire, who else? Red Alert. Well, they just gave them new names on Earth, and I remember Starscream actually joined the Autobots for a couple of episodes, and then he left. That was a good touch, though. So yeah, let's move to Toonami. Toonami was the home base for animes on Cartoon Network. I remember watching my days of watching anime. That was the most channel I would watch animes. I remember watching Zoids. What else? Duel Masters, Gundam. For those of you who haven't seen Gundam, you're gonna love it. Superior Defender Gundam Force. That is a good anime. At first, the whole graphic design looked like a video game. Like the whole series just looked like a video game. And I was watching it, and one day I'm watching it, my mom was like, "Are you playing a video game?" I was like, "No, it's a TV show." I'm like, the whole graphic design looks like a video game. That's cool though. What else? What else? Anime wise came on Cartoon Network. I know there's more. I know there is more. Ah, yes, Yu-Gi-Oh, Yu-Gi-Oh, Pokemon. Of course, those two, those main two. What else? I know Naruto, One Piece. I may have watched a couple of episodes from that, but I wasn't really a fan of it. Dragon Ball Z, the whole Dragon Ball Z series, of course. Um, ooh, there's so a lot of stuff that came on back then I don't even remember. I know the whole Transformers Armada, Transformers Energon, and then Transformers Cybertron. Transformers Cybertron was good. That I kid you not, that series was good. Uh, what else? I'm not sure what I remember from Tsunami, but that's what mostly I remember, which is good. Now back to Cartoon Network. Ben 10 Alien Force, second season of the Ben 10's franchise. Ben gets older. Everyone knows. It's all you Ben 10 fans out there. Uh, Flapjack. I loved Flapjack. I always loved. Hi friends. Wanna have some adventures? I just love it when Bubby always yelled at Knuckles. It just made me laugh. It was just hard for me to understand that Bubby was Flapjack's mother, even though she found him. That don't think about it. She found him. She didn't give birth to him. All right, there we go. Now, Secret Saturdays. I kind of really watched it. I wasn't really a fan of it when it was on back when in 2008. It had Cartoon Network had this specific era. I forgot what it was called. Was it called the Nudies? Right? But yeah, it will always come on Friday with Secret Saturdays, Star Wars, The Clone Wars. What else did it come on with? Come on. Oh, Batman Brave and the Bold. Yes. Batman Brave and the Bold. Generator Rex. I only saw a couple of episodes from it, but I'm gonna say I'm gonna say the series is good. I didn't really see the whole Ben 10 Generator Rex what you call it, team up. I did see the trailer. I didn't see the whole thing straight though. Now some other regular show. Yes. Whoa. Regular show's my top favorite Cartoon Network show that's on right now. I kid you. Symbiotic Titan. That show only had 2 seasons. I thought it was gonna make it to 3. Uh, Robotomy. Robotomy was funny. Was totally funny. I just cracked up while watching it. The Problem Solvers. I'll give it a And the same people who made Problem Solver. No. Okay. Now we're in our present era. Amazing World of Gumball, which is still on. It was alright. Just I used to watch it, but then I stopped. Okay, Secret Mountain Fort Awesome was like the weirdest show I have ever seen. You got a person that looks, they call him the Fart, and he looks completely like butt cheeks. His whole body is a butt cheek. Just, ugh. And Ben 10 Omniverse was still on. And now our 2 new shows to our Cartoon Network, Uncle Grandpa and Steven Universe. Uncle Grandpa, I think, is the weirdest, stupidest title I have ever heard. I saw the first episode of it, and then I just, no, no. Oh, the same people who made Uncle Grandpa made Secret Mountain Fort Awesome, and they're thinking about bringing Secret Mountain Fort Awesome back. I don't think they are. And Steven Universe, I really didn't watch it. I just didn't. I didn't watch it at all. So that just goes for the Cartoon Network. Now, Nickelodeon. Oh, Nickelodeon. Nickelodeon had me bumping back then. All those cool shows. Not Count. Ren and Stimpy, Doug, all that, Keenan and Kel. Everyone. Oh, for those you always want to see all your 90s Nickelodeon cartoons, go to Teen Nick. You can watch the 90s or all that. It'll show all your favorite 90s Nickelodeon shows. Now, some Nickelodeon shows I don't remember. I mean, I never seen, like Clarissa Explains It All, Pete and Pete, Hey Dude. I was only found with like the cartoons at Nickelodeon. Let's see what we have here. Ah yes, Nicktoons. Nicktoon. Okay, so let's go on with the programs. Programs for Nickelodeon. Cartoon wise, SpongeBob, which is still running. Kudos to you SpongeBob fans out there. What else do we got here? What else do we have here? I know there's some other cartoons out there. Oh yes, Very Odd Parents, which I can't believe is still going. I'm surprised. Jimmy Neutron, that was my favorite Nickelodeon show. Danny Phantom, Rocko's Modern Life. I just love the intro for Rocko's Modern Life. That was a hoot. Rugrats, all grown up. Real Monsters, I haven't seen. I really haven't. Wild Thorn Marys, yes, I remember those. Cousin Skeeter, that was a very funny show. The Amanda Show. What else? Cat Dog, alone in the world with a little cat dog. That was so funny. Invader Zim, as told by Ginger. Chalk Zone, I loved Chalk Zone. Oh yes, Romeo Miller, the rapper. He actually had his own Nickelodeon show when he was younger. Back then when they called him Little Romeo. My Life as a Teenage Robot. That show lasted for 6 years. Wow. Drake and Josh. That show was hilariously funny. Very funny. And I can't believe how much publicity Josh is getting now. Because back then he wasn't really that famous. The only reason why the show got famous because Drake was a guitar player. Now Josh is getting a lot known. So congratulations, Josh. Ned's Declassified School Survivor Guide. That show was good. Cat Scratch. La 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 la. Cat Scratch. Kappa Mikey. Unfabulous. Now some of these shows were mostly supposed to air on Teen, like Zoe 101 for all you teen love hearts out there. Just Jordan, Degrassi, Mr. Meaty. Oh, that show was very funny. That was hilarious. Attack and the Power of Juju. Strange how they made video games of it, and then from then on they moved to a TV show. Speed Racer: The Next Generation. Wow, actually lasted for 5 years. I used to watch it, and then I just stopped. Making Fiends. Making Fiends was very funny. That show was very funny. The Mighty Bee 3 Delivery. What else we got? Dance on. Oh yeah, Dance on Sunset. Ooh, Back at the Barnyard. Back at the Barnyard. That show was Wayside. Wayside. It's basically this whole school that has multiple floors, and then I just forgot the whole storyline of it. True Jackson, Brain Surge, The Troop, Fanboy Jump Jump. I just love the intro of Fanboy Jump Jump. It just made me laugh. Big Time Rush, for all you Big Time Rush love hearts out there. NFL Rush Zone Guardians to the Core. Victorious! That was my favorite Nickelodeon show. Now it's gone. Planet Sheen. Sheen actually got his own TV. Super Ninjas. Wow, Super Ninjas is done? Wow. You got it. Marvin. Crazy how that show didn't last that long. Fred the Show. Didn't last long. How to Rock. I thought it would be actually getting a second season. Guess not. But now the current shows that are on Cartoon Network, right? I mean Nickelodeon. Penguins of Madagascar, which is a spin-off to the Madagascar series. Tough Puppy, Kung Fu Panda, Legend of Korra, Robot and Monster, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, hey, Monsters vs. Aliens, Sanjay and Craig. I didn't watch Sanjay and Craig, but the show looks interesting. Rabbids Invasion, Sam and Cat, Haunted Halloways, Awesomeness TV, and an upcoming show coming to Nickelodeon, Every Which Way. Or I think that's on right now. Yeah, it's on right now. So that goes for the Nickelodeon. Nickelodeon. Let's go to Disney Channel. Now I started watching Disney Channel back in the like 2003s, if I had to say. And oh wow, Disney Channel launched 1983. Impressive, very impressive. Okay, let's see some programmings that I remember. I remember, okay, the current ones that we already know that are on right now. I Didn't Do It, Liv and Maddie, Dog with a Blog, Austin Alley, Jesse, Ant Farm, Good Luck Charlie, Phineas and Ferb. I hope that series will never end. Fish Hooks, Gravity Falls, Wander Over Yonder, Mickey Mouse. The short series that used to be Movie Surfers. Movie Surfers was good back in the 2000s. Now it's alright. Disney 365, TTI. That came out in 2000. Friends for Change. What else did they have? Oh yes, some miniseries. Cars Tunes, Mater Tall Tales, Have a Laugh, Toy Story Tunes, Where's My Water Swamp. It's actually also a web series if I'm right. But yeah. So yeah, some Disney XD shows are on Disney Channel on Saturdays. Lab Rats, Kicking It, Mighty Med, and Ultimate Spider-Man. And some future shows will be coming on. Win, Lose, or Draw, Girl Meets World, spin-off to Boy Meets World, Star and the Forces of Evil, and Super Awesome Caddy. Oh yes, Super Awesome Caddy. That's gonna be Zendaya's new show for you Zendaya fans out there. Now, former shows that used to come on Disney Channel. Proud Family, Kim Possible, Lilo and Stitch, the series all brings back so many memories when Toon Disney was online. This was when 2000s was the era back then when Disney owned a lot of stuff. Even owned Power Rangers. Power Rangers was good when Disney was owning it. I remember my days of waking up on Saturday morning trying to watch Power Rangers on ABC Family. When ABC Family was on showing Power Rangers and all those other shows like Metabots, Tokyo Pig, Beyblade, Galador. Now, to fans who don't know what that is, Galador was a Lego brand back in 2000. I'm gonna have to say 2002. Yes, was a Lego brand in 2002. It was actually originated in Canada. I mean, come on, Canada shows are have a lot of shows, and they get permission. We get permission to put it on our stuff here. Uh, what else? Brandy and Mr. Whiskers, American Dragon, Jake Long. Aw, man. The Buzz on Maggie, Emperor's New School, The Replacements. What live shows are? There was some live shows that I remember. I'm not looking for an anime. I'm looking for actual live. Well, weren't live, but you know what I mean. Uh, so the live shows I remember: Corey in the House, That's So Raven, Lizzie McGuire, Phil with the Future. Uh, Here we go. Even Stevens with Shia LaBeouf. That was the year when Shia LaBeouf was doing a lot of funny stuff. Sweet Life, Sweet Life, Sweet Life was was also my favorite. And I just thought the crazy thing is when the final episode ended of the Sweet Life series, I actually thought since they're going to college, I thought of a crazy idea like, why don't you just call it the Sweet Life on campus? Sunny with the Chance, Wizards of Waverly Place. That was an awesome show. Sunny with Jonas L.A., So Random. Strange how So Random only lasted for a year. Shake It Up! Shake It Up was awesome. I loved Shake It Up. Oh yes, some miniseries here or special. Studio DC Almost Live. This was like a crossover with Disney Channel and the Muppets. It was very hilarious. So yeah, folks, there goes from my 90s to 90s to now TV programs. So I hope you enjoyed this talk. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And tomorrow I'll be posting another Marvel vs. DC, Green Arrow versus Hawkeye. That will be tomorrow. And if you guys know any more DC versus Marvel attributes I could verse, you could put that in the comment section. So until then, I am Vengeance, I am Darkness, I am Blackwing. Stay golden.